Deep inside the dark woods, Gobo had come up with a naughty plan.
What are we looking for?
Asked Sly.
We are looking for Noddy. We are going to steal his car,
answered Gobo. Suddenly, the goblins heard a motor sound. They looked up into the sky to see Noddy in his aeroplane. I have got so many packages that I am using my aeroplane to make deliveries quicker, called Noddy. Gobo came up with another plan.
We are going to steal the aeroplane,
said Gobo with a grin on his face. Sly laughed and nodded in agreement. At the airport, Mr. Sparks was waiting for Noddy. He was going to do some work on Noddy's aeroplane. However, Noddy was in a hurry. He flew down on the runway, jumped out, and ran towards his car. I still have a lot of deliveries to make, Mr. Sparks. Thank you for working on my aeroplane, said Noddy. You are welcome, said Mr. Sparks to Noddy, who was already heading towards Toy Town in his car. A little while later, Mr. Sparks had finished adding his new invention to the aeroplane. I hope Noddy will never have to use it, said Mr. Sparks with a twirl of his spanner. But if he does, he'll be glad it's there. When Mr. Sparks left, the goblins stole the aeroplane.
But Gobo,
said Sly worriedly,
we don't know how to fly an aeroplane. We could go out of control and cause trouble.
Gobo laughed.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Bumpy Dog had convinced the busy Noddy to play one game of fetch. Noddy threw the stick and it was caught by Gobo in Noddy's aeroplane. Hey! Shouted Noddy. That's Bumpy's stick and that's my aeroplane.
It's our plane now,
called Gobo nastily. Come back! Cried Noddy.
I can't hear what Noddy is saying,
said Sly.
Then let's go and ask him,
smiled Gobo, turning the aeroplane towards Noddy. Noddy and Bumpy Dog leapt into Noddy's car and drove off very quickly. But the goblins didn't stop chasing them. We are going to have to ask Mr. Plod for help, Noddy told Bumpy Dog. They found Mr. Plod in Toy Town Square. Mr. Plod, help, said Noddy, screeching to a halt. The goblins have stolen my aeroplane, shouted Noddy as he pointed to the sky.
Stop in the name of Plod,
said Mr. Plod firmly. But the goblins were not listening. They only laughed and kept flying around Toy Town. The goblins flew over the people of Toy Town, chasing them. Just then, Big Ears drove into Toy Town. Noddy told him what had happened.
Noddy, I have an idea,
said Big Ears.
Have you added your new invention?
Big Ears asked Mr. Sparks. Yes, replied Mr. Sparks. What do we do? Asked Noddy. Big Ears replied.
Nothing.
Suddenly, the engines on Noddy's aeroplane stopped. It had run out of fuel.
Eee!
Screamed the goblins. They didn't know about Mr. Sparks' invention. The boxes on the wings of the aeroplane opened and balloons popped out. Noddy's plane floated safely to the ground. Mr. Plod was waiting to take the goblins to jail. Thank you, Mr. Sparks, said Noddy. Your invention saved my aeroplane.